Okay, so let's talk about something that's, well, it's probably broken. I'm talking about the way we all buy technology and consulting services. We're going to dive into a pretty revolutionary idea today. What if we stopped paying for effort and started paying for just one thing: actual results?
You know the story, right? We've all been there. You get the green light for a massive multi-million-dollar project to modernize your systems. Maybe it's your technical documentation, your whole content setup. It's supposed to be the big solution, but pretty quickly, it just feels like another expensive, never-ending headache. So for years, the standard advice has been, hey, if you want to make things better for your customers on the outside, you got to rip everything up and rebuild it from the ground up on the inside. You know, this whole ground up myth? You have to rebuild the entire foundation first. But what if that's just wrong? What if that's a total myth? Let's just walk through this traditional path, because I bet it sounds painfully familiar. First, you spend forever developing a new content model. Then you've got to pick some super complex tool, right? Like a component content management system, a CCMS. Then you install it, integrate it, train all your writers, and only then can you start the massive, agonizing task of migrating every single piece of content you own. It's this huge, inward-facing black hole of a project that just eats up time and money for months, all before a single customer sees a single thing. And the result of all that? I mean, what do you get for all that pain? Months, sometimes years, and millions of dollars down the drain. And your customers, they haven't seen any benefit at all. The best case scenario is you're still just pumping out the same old PDFs, but now you've forced your writers to use this new, clunky, complicated tool. The value for the business is, well, it's completely disconnected from the people who actually matter, your users. Okay, so let's just flip the whole script. What if we just threw out that old authoring first model? What if, instead, we started at the end, where the real value is, with the user's experience? That, right there, is the core of what we're calling the delivery-first approach. And you can see the difference so clearly here. On one side, you've got the old way, the authoring-first model. It's slow, it's complicated, and honestly, it's super risky. But on the other side, you have the delivery-first approach. It's all about the user. You start seeing results, real, visible results, in weeks, not years. And how? Because it works with the content you already have. It doesn't matter if it's perfectly structured or a total mess. So you're probably asking, how is that even possible? Well, it's through this amazing technology called dynamic content delivery. Think of it like this. Imagine a smart layer, like a brain, that just sits on top of all your existing content, all your Word docs, your Markdown files, your wikis, you name it. It doesn't try to replace any of it. It just reads everything, digests it, and automatically breaks it all down into these intelligent little pieces. And boom, it creates a single, searchable source of truth for everything. From that one spot, it can deliver the exact right piece of information to any user on any device instantly. And this quote, this one from a leader at Darwinbox, really just nails it. They actually did this, by the way. Got a new help portal up and running in a month. It says, we want the writers to do what they do best. Write, not publish. And that's the whole philosophy, isn't it? Let's separate the art of creating great content from the technical nightmare of publishing it. Let the writers focus on writing and let a smart system handle the rest. Okay, so this brings us to the playbook, how you actually put this into action. Let's look at how this delivery-first idea grows from just a tech strategy into a complete business transformation. Because, and this is important, this isn't just about content anymore. This is about changing the way you operate, the way you work with partners, and really how you measure value itself. So your new content playbook gets a whole lot smarter, because that delivery platform is sitting right there. Between your users and your content, you suddenly get real analytics. For the first time, you can see exactly what people are searching for and not finding. That data is gold. It tells you exactly what content to create next. And the best part, you can stop the madness of migrating everything. Just leave that old content for old products right where it is, in whatever format it's in. Think of the time and money that saves. It's huge. And this same logic, it applies directly to your partnerships, especially with consultants. It's time to challenge that old model of just paying by the hour. Here's a powerful question you can take with you. Ask your consultant this. What percentage of the work you're doing for us is just basic data collection and standard analysis versus truly unique strategic judgment? It's a game changer of a question because it forces them to be transparent about what you're really paying for. And that's the crucial point right there. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a tech platform or a consulting partner, the whole conversation has to shift. We've got to stop paying for hours on a timesheet and start paying for measurable business outcomes. Things like cost reduction, revenue growth, better customer sat scores. You align what you pay with the results you get, period. Now, it's probably no surprise that this whole new delivery-first world is powered by AI. And as you start to embrace this shift, you're going to need the right AI partners to help you. But let's be honest, the market out there is just incredibly crowded. It's confusing. So how on earth do you choose? And make no mistake, this market it's absolutely enormous. We're talking a projected $307 billion being spent on AI solutions in 2025 alone. That's a staggering number. Everybody wants a piece of that pie, which is why knowing how to navigate this landscape is so critical. You know, what I find really useful is to break down this whole partner landscape into three main buckets, three archetypes. First, you have your platform giants. Think Amazon's AWS, Google, Microsoft. They're providing the massive scale, the foundational AI models, the cloud infrastructure. Then you have the global integrators, your Accentures, your IBMs. You bring them in for those huge end-to-end consulting projects. And finally, you've got the specialized partners. These are the nimble, agile folks who have deep expertise in one specific area and can do those really custom integrations. The right choice for you? It really just depends on what you need and how big your project is. So, where is all this going? What's the end game? Well, it's all pointing toward a kind of hybrid future, a totally new model for how strategic work actually gets done inside our companies, one that blends the absolute best of human expertise with the incredible efficiency of AI. And this is what that future could look like. Picture this. The vast majority of the work, let's call it 80%, all the routine analysis, the day-to-day decisions, that gets handled by internal AI agents. Now think about what that does. That incredible efficiency frees up your team, your small group of elite human experts, to focus all their brainpower on the remaining 20%, the stuff that's truly new, the breakthrough challenges, the real high-level strategy. And that brings us right to the final, most important takeaway. It all boils down to one single transformational question you have to ask yourself and your business. It doesn't matter if you're buying a new software platform or hiring an advisor. The delivery-first revolution is about changing your entire mindset. It's about moving away from paying for hours and shifting toward investing only in tangible, measurable results. So at the end of the day, the question is simple. Which side are you on?